Hey Sean, my name is Justin here, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. So most likely, you're sitting yourself asking, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, you're lucky because I read minds, and the answer is, oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. I have found by giving people an easy, free attack plan of actual things they can do today to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, I like you, Justin. Please do this for me. So by the end of this video, you like what you heard and you see that I have a lot of tricks and chips up my sleeve that can help your business. Shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan and use it for yourself, hey, that works for me too. So now, let me show you the 3 things that will set your company apart from your competition. Let's not waste any more of your time or my time. So the 3 things we're going to talk about today is content, citations, and backlinks. So as you can see, I'm on your website now, right? So the first thing we want to talk about is content, right? So I'll say your website it's pretty basic, you know. It's nothing too crazy. It shows what you guys have offered, you know, what services you guys have. Um, yeah, I got some reviews, partnership, going through it. Nothing too crazy, right? Which is not bad. So the thing about Google is basically a robot. So Google cannot see images, but it can read text. So what you want to do is you want to have 1,500 words, ideally 2,000 to beat out your competition of really keyword-rich content, right? So you have always plumbing, that's good. Apache Junction, Mesa, those are keywords, right? So if you have plumbing, Mesa, plumbing, Apache Junction, you want these listed throughout your text here, and you need a lot of text to compete with your competitors. Your competitors have so much content on there, so Google is reading all that content and making them authority, right? So that was pretty quick for content, right? So we're gonna move on to citations, right? So what I did was I did a simple search of plumber in Mesa, AZ, right? Like if you need a plumber, what would you do, right? Let me exit out of that. That was before. So first thing we're gonna have is sponsored, right? So the thing about sponsored is it's really hit or miss. So if your website's optimized, if everything's on, like you got someone answering the phones, everything's right, ads can be great. The problem is if it's not, it's basically a money pit. You're just throwing money down the drain. And I know you guys know about those drains, right? It's basically just right down the drain. So we're going to skip the ads for now, right? We're going to scroll down, and this is the Google Map Pack, right? So I read minds, remember. So I know you're wondering, how do I get into this map pack, right? Because imagine your business being top 3 right here. Imagine how much business you would get, right? So what I did was I clicked on this third one here, Plum Smart Plumbing, Heating, and Air. I went to their website. So as you can see, their website really clean design, really user friendly. Just so much content for Google to look at. Like it's just so easy for Google to pull all these keywords, show all this. It just makes them the authority, right? I'm still scrolling on their homepage, right? Content, 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 content. It's still scrolling, right? You got all these down here, right? Really great, great website, right? So now you're wondering, how do I get into this map pack? Well, that's what we like to call citations, right? So what is a citation, right? So, and better than me just telling you, let me show you. So this picture here, a citation is having your business name, address, and phone number, and it has to be correct. It cannot be messed up in any of the database. It has to be the same. You want those pointing back to, you want your business listed in all of these different databases, right? So that's Facebook, Google, Bing, Yahoo, Yelp, local, you know, yellow pages, white pages, right? So the more citations you have, the better. Your competitor has about 150, so ideally, if we could get you like 200, 250 citations, which is totally doable, actually not hard at all, we can totally blow out your competition and get you moving into this map pack, right? All right, so last thing we're gonna talk about, I don't want to take up too much time, backlinks, right? So quickly go over this. I'm not gonna take too much long. So what I did was there's this cool software. It's called Ahrefs, and basically what this software does, it's like behind the scenes of what Google sees, what people are searching for, right? So what I did was I searched up your website and I searched up the competitor, the one I just showed you. So right now you have 41 backlinks, right? So let's talk about backlinks real quick. So I want you to think of backlinks as a popularity contest, right? So not all backlinks are created equal, right? So if you think back to school, or okay, yeah, easier example. Let's think of like you're a plumber. So let's say you have a backlink from Domino's and Pizza Hut and T-Mobile and I don't know, Verizon. I don't know. Those backlinks are not relevant to you because you're a plumber. You're not in the pizza business. You're not in the phone business, right? So because of that, those are crappy links, right? And I want you to think one good link can beat out 100 of these crappy links, right? So when I look at your links right now, based on the traffic, these are, oh shoot. Okay, there we go. So I just filtered it to your highest link. So Home Advisor, this is a really good link. Yellow Pages, really good links because this has a ton of views. So this has a lot of authority with Google, right? So then you have 4,000, 1,000, right? Not terrible, but here we go. Here's spam, 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 spam. So Google is showing to spam. Like these links are not helping you; they're actually hurting you, right? So what we can do is let's go into your keywords so I can show you what you're actually ranking for. Okay, so you're ranking for one keyword, right? If it will load. It said one and like five popped up. Okay, okay. So you're ranking for five keywords, but they're all basically tied to your business. This is the only one that isn't leak detection, right? So you're basically only getting searched for your business. That's how you're getting business right now through Google. Is people are searching directly for your name, whereas your competitor has 466 backlinks, right? That alone is destroying you, right? I mean, what do you have, like 40, I believe? Oh, jeez. Hopefully, you can't hear these dogs barking. 41 backlinks. Okay, so they have 466, so that's a ton. So what we would ideally do, we get you 500, we get you 600 backlinks, but not just crappy links. Let's get you some good links, right? So let's look at their links real quick. So look at this. Better Business Bureau link is 5.1 million, and you can see this has a ton of authority. This one link would just boost your website drastically, right? Another great link right here, 159 Yellow Pages, Mesa, right? So they have a lot of good links, but the links don't matter. It's the keywords that those are linking back to, right? This is what the people are searching for. So they have 278 keywords, right? And you guys have five, and they're all about your business. So imagine you have 278 keywords ranking back to your website, right? Look at this: emergency plumber Tempe, labor cost to install, Plum Smart. So those are the companies: Plum Smart Plumbing, Plum Smart, Emergency Plumbing Tempe, air conditioning, work farm. So a lot of these are blog posts, so they're very specific. But because of all these keywords in their blogs, they're being linked back for those in Google, which is giving them that authority and giving them just a ton of business organically from Google, no ads, right? So in closing, once again, we went over content. Your front page needs at least 1,500 words. Ideally, you want 2,000, 2,500 to beat out your competition. Next is citations. You want to have at least 2 to 300 really to beat out your competition by a landslide because your average competition has about 150. And last is link juice, right? So we talked about that. We went over not all links are the same, and why some links are definitely better than others, right? So, like I said, you're wondering what now, right? So you can either go with this information I provided you with today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, give me a call at 480-232-0315. Once again, my name is Justin, and my number is 480-232-0315. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a good one. Thank you.